Dobrodošli na prvu epizodu našeg podkasta pod nazivom Budućnost obrazovanja sa veštačkom inteligencijom. Danas ćemo govoriti o ovoj važnoj temi koja rapidno oblikuje budućnost naše učionice i ne samo učionice nego i čitavog sveta. Današnji gost je Jorge Garcia Rodriguez, međunarodni ekspert, ELA trener, obuke za nastavnike za upotrebu veštačke inteligencije u obrazovanju. Welcome, Jorge. Do you want brief introduction of you? What you do, where you work?
Okay, sure. I'm Jorge Garcia Rodriguez. I'm a full-time trainer on several different courses and several stuff. One of them being artificial intelligence. I work with ELA, Erasmus Learning Academy, and international academy focused on courses that bears from the European reference framework, different abilities that are related with education, non-formal education methods, and of course ICT and AI. And I'm one of the trainers of the company in Tenerife, in Spain.
Thank you. Today we talk about different segments about artificial intelligence, and first is how we understand artificial intelligence in education, and how would you explain what this actually means to use AI in education and teaching?
Right now, education and teaching on what is related with artificial intelligence, we can be talking about what could easily be a revolution as equal or even bigger than what was, for example, digital encyclopedias in the 90s, or what was, for example, browsers, the arrival of Google to the classroom, Wikipedia. Of course, it's a incredible new tool, but definitely it's going to be a way of tackling either educational challenges, and it also is generating a new set of challenges that, of course, educators want to tackle.
What are the most common forms of AI use in the educational context?
But to be fair, sky's the limit for that. Like teachers' imagination is the limit on what can we do with it. But if I had to choose like some common forms that I'm already seeing in my classes, I would say that definitely the creation of activities, definitely the creation of rubrics, for example, of formative assessment in general, and also, well, we have like some other examples like role play and questionnaires and some other stuff. Like in general, educational content creation, I would say.
Yes. And what does a real classroom look like where AI integrating into teaching?
More self-sufficient. Like definitely you can see that the support that AI gives to both teachers and students and the incredible new capacity that there is for improvisation, it definitely it doesn't completely change the landscape right now, but definitely you can see that if well used, AI it's providing a great opportunity for, if I have an idea, I can develop an idea at that second.
Yes. Thank you, Jorge. The next segment is about tools and applications that are transforming teaching, and which AI tools are most helpful in everyday teaching. What do you think? Difficult questions.
a bit, but mostly because I have to divide the teachers into groups, and I would say, like, if you are a teacher that you already have some experience with AI, with a text generation model, you can do okay. like the most useful thing you can do for yourself is ChatGPT, because you already know what to ask of it, or ChatGPT, DeepSeek, any model. If you don't, I would say that as a good starting tool, maybe Magic School, TWE, one of these dedicated toolboxes for education are pretty useful.
Okay. You suggest Magical School TWE. And how does AI assist in personalizing learning? This is one of benefit of using AI in classroom.
Of course, one of, if not one of the biggest, I would say. Definitely, or in my opinion, for what I've seen with the teachers and similar in the classroom, personalization, customization of the content has to happen quickly. It's a question that I wasn't expecting, or a problem, challenge that I didn't expect happens in a second. So AI can help you deal with that problem equally as fast. That I don't have to, we will talk about it tomorrow or next week. I can take in a minute and decide, okay, I'm going to give you a new example that I just did with AI, or I can rewrite a text with, for example, Quillbot, and say, okay, it's been difficult for you, you need it a bit easier, let's go for it. And of course, the opposite. If I see a student that, okay, a bit too easy for me, don't worry. Let me put a bit more spice on it.
You are a teacher trainer, and every day you work with teachers. Can you share an example of successful implementation in practice?
So far, the best example or the best implementation that we have done ourselves in ELA, or one of the best, of course, my colleagues are working every day and doing amazing stuff, but one of the ones that we are most proud of is we have a course on bullying prevention, and the beginning and the end of that course starts with a role play with a chatbot. It can be, we're using ChatGPT right now with the voice mode, and we prepare a special prompt for the model to act as a student that is going through a situation of bullying. So what we do is we put the teachers to deal with that situation, and we compare how do they do the first day of the course versus the last day of the course.
Oh, thank you. The next segment is how we integration AI from skills to methodologies. What are the key skills teachers need?
It's one that I would say that is the most important for a citizen, not even for a teacher. That is critical thinking. It's before digital literacy, AI literacy, to be exposed, to continuous innovation on AI. Those are super important, and they should be part of the key skills. But the first one, for sure, critical thinking. Like be able to form your own judgment about what AI is telling you. 100%.
Yes. What does proper integration involve?
Perfect integration. I would say that we might be talking about the beginning of the solution for a historical demand of the European Union. It's the European Union has been years behind implementing more non-formal education methods on the continent in general, in every national educational system. With AI properly integrated, all the time that the teachers and the students are not spending on long activities that require a long research, etc., it's time that now we can take for, and now a little bit of non-formal. So I truly believe that it's the solution to a historical demand by Europe.
Okay. We need teacher training for integration AI education. What does effective teacher training look like?
I mean,
Because you are a teacher trainer,
no, of course. Like for me,
what your suggestions?
for me, for me, it looks like a great day on the teacher's staff room. Like we have our laptops out, and we can start talking about, okay, what are you doing in class? Like how can you solve, or how did you solve this situation? Or does anyone has the same situation that I have? Because one of the things that I think is more that we can value a lot, that has a lot of value, it's that it's not so much me telling you, no, AI is going to solve the world. No, it's you meet a teacher, for example, you're from Belgium, and you meet a teacher that is from North Macedonia, and you both have the same problem, you never met before, and now you have a space on, okay, this is what we should be doing. Like, teacher training happens between teachers, not by the trainers, not exclusively at least. If not, I wouldn't have a job.
Thank you for your suggestions. And does AI integration vary by subjects or students' age? What do you think?
Definitely. I mean, what it can be useful for a math teacher of 10-year-olds in, I don't know, in math, it's impossible that it works for a literature teacher in university. But that integration, or a big part of that integration, it's going to be that with the same tool, same as we were talking about before, let's say that it's a text generation model, me as a math teacher of 10-year-olds, I will use it in one way, and you, a literature teacher in university, will use it in a different way. So integration varies, but the tools can be, if not the same, at least similar.
Okay, thank you. And what are the most common obstacles to using AI in the classroom? What do you think?
A big one so far is money, costs. It's, while pretty permissive, like they are pretty permissive on the free use of AI tools, there are certain tools that cannot be used, or they are not easy to use so fluidly without having access to more tokens, without limits, etc. The second one is that while in a lot of cases students kinda know how to use it, the teachers don't have enough time for teach a student that doesn't know how to use the AI how to do it. Or most importantly, how do I, as the teacher, want you, the student, to use it? That's another story. And a bit more marginally, but I've also seen it in some of the teachers that we teach, so a bit of distrust on the tools itself, from both the teachers and the students, like saying, I mean, it's useful, but I don't know what they're doing with my info, or what they're doing with my style of writing, or whatever. So those are obstacles, definitely. Those are obstacles for the implementation.
No, yes. And the last segment, but for me is the most important, is ethical challenges. Mm-hmm. And what do you think? What are the main ethical concerns related to using AI in schools?
Definitely privacy. Definitely privacy is the big one. Where does the information that my student is writing about itself, about the group, about the class, about whatever, where is it going? Like, what can I access it? Can I take it down if I don't want to? What happens if I overshare with the AI? Is there such a thing as oversharing? There are a lot of questions. There are a lot of concerns there. That on one side, of course, the privacy. Then, for example, we have, and I hope we talk a little bit about it, the idea of biases, of the idea of disinformation.
The next question is, how can we address bias and ensure a fair treatment of all students.
Perfect. Like with a reminder, like how can we address it? Is AI is made by people, imperfect, biased people, and so the AI is imperfect, biased, and it can be weak. So does that mean that we shouldn't touch AI ever again? Not allow it to use it in classroom? No. Does it mean that we have to talk about the fact that there are biases, that there are moments in which the treatment it's not the best? That's how we make the AI better. That's how we make education better, by talking about it, by using it, and by being aware that there's a bias. By being aware that there's a bias, definitely.
Yes. And how can teachers and schools protect students' data?
So I think this time we might be, or with this question, we might be looking to the wrong person in this case. I think the focus might be wrong, because in my opinion, a school, or even more so a teacher, can only do so much about it. I mean, I don't have the power, you don't have the power, a school doesn't have the power, but it's even bigger. It's what power has the Ministry of Education of any country to protect it? The country itself. I think this question should be bigger, and sorry for not being able to answer properly. I wish I had the answer, but I think the bigger issue is how can our nations, our governments protect citizens' data in general?
General, yes. Yes, it's very important, and it is important for students to understand the ethical aspects of using AI or technology.
Absolutely. It's, luckily we already have a bit of a paved walk on that matter. It's like younger generations are really aware of privacy in social media, for example, or data in a search browser. Trust it, don't trust it, or for example, well, I already mentioned social media, but information flow in social media. They might be more or less aware, but definitely they understand that fake news is a thing. Definitely they understand that catfishing is a thing, that data stealing is a thing. So part of those ethical aspects, and of course new ones that are going to happen with the AI, should be part of the conversation, and definitely a risk factor or a risk group are students, is young people in general. Yeah.
Okay, and finally, how do you see the future of education with AI? What can we expect in the next 5 to 10 years? What do you think?
I mean, if I knew, we would be pretty rich right now in this room. I mean, for my money, for like on my opinion, I think that the future of education passes not so much on the use of AI. That's going to happen. We can like it more, we can like it less, we can adapt more, we can adapt less, but that's going to happen. That's for sure. So how it's more important the changes on education as more than the changes because of AI. It's now we have an opportunity to do a true focus, for example, on what is important for a company. For example, if we talk about employability, what is more important, and let's put as an example university students. What is more important for a university student right now? To be completely aware of all the technical issues of their work. That's important, but is it more important than being able or being well developed as a person that is living in society, a person that is working on a team, a person that, for example, is able to do to take into account their own critical thinking? It's now we have a beautiful opportunity to focus on soft skills, on emotional learning, on socio-emotional learning. We have an opportunity to truly make a new education that in the next 5-10 years can change the way in which we see a lot of stuff: education itself, employment, social services. There's a lot of changes coming. And I think it's us. I think it's up to us as me as a teacher trainer, but most importantly up to you as teachers to lead the way, and don't let that fake gurus and people that are into AI just because it's profitable be able to transmit a vision of we can truly make a world in which AI works for us and we don't work for AI.
Yes. And do you have some advice or message for teachers in Serbia?
For teachers in Serbia in
about
particular,
using and incorporate AI in teaching and learning process.
Of course, I'm gonna say the same that I say to participants that I have from many different countries, that they are not English speaking. I mean, I'm pretty lucky because I'm English speaking and Spanish speaking. I'm top 3 languages. I'm just missing Chinese. But the more we train the AI, the better shaped it is for us. Start using AI if you haven't started yet. Keep using AI if you're already using it. Implement it little by little. There is no rush at all. Give your students first a little task, then a little research, then a little bit, and help them pave their own way, because AI is going to be incredibly important in the professional world, in the professional sector. It's going to be incredibly important in the next, I was going to say 5 years, but in the next year, it's going to be important already how to use it. In 2 years, I think companies are going to start asking, are you able to use AI properly? So it's beneficial that Serbia can provide enough training in Serbian to AI tools, because remember, they are biased. Most tools are done either by USA or China, so they are going to be fluent in English and Chinese, and they're going to be in Spanish by pure volume of inputs. Keep working with it. Whatever cannot be done with volume should be done with time, so put the time into it.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your insights. Dragi slušalci, hvala vam što ste nas pratili i budite sa nama, pratite nas na našem YouTube kanalu i u narednom periodu očekuje vas nove zanimljive epizode podcasta Budućnost obrazovanja uz AI.